What if, instead of testing drugs on animals, we could print human-like tissue? 3D bioprinting creates personalized tissue models that closely mimic human tissues. These models are not only more ethical than animal testing, but can also be more accurate.
3D bioprinting is similar to regular 3D printing, but instead of depositing a normal plastic, we use something called the BioInk. So this contains human-like materials and living cells. In VoxCell's case, we use light to solidify that BioInk and build up a tissue model layer by layer. And that lets us print really intricate structures like microvessels, which are helpful for mimicking the human environment.
What we are using bioprinting at VoxCell is to create tissue models that have blood vessels, as you can see here. And the idea is really to get as close as possible to the human sample.
On average, it takes about 12 years to have a drug from initial testing in the lab and all the way to approved and to be used in patients. It can be quite costly too. So on average, it takes about $1 to $2 billion to have a drug for patients to use. In general, the process is broken down into early drug discovery, where thousands of potential drug-like compounds are tested in very simple systems, to then preclinical testing that is done in more complex systems such as animals. Then a few of the most promising drug candidates get moved into testing into humans.
3D bioprinting allows scientists to test drugs in a way that more closely resembles how they will interact with real human biology. This accelerates innovation, improves patient care, and can even lead to personalized treatments.
The current gold standard for drug screening is animal models right now, where you see the translation between mice, for example, and human in terms of data is less than 8%. And of course, we are not mice, so there has to be something better. This is what VoxCell is focusing on creating these human-like samples that can be used for drug screening, and we're really focused on the vasculature. So the goal here is to really mimic how drugs are delivered in the human body to the blood vessels to allow for a more human-like data from the drug screening process.
Blood vessels are the bouncers of the brain. They decide what gets in, what stays out. Normally this is excellent. The brain is so precious and it's such an important piece of the body. That becomes problematic though for new therapies. Having a bioprinted living system such as VoxCell's that we can operate in the lab to study on, this allows us a revolutionary new access point to understand how diseases can pass through that bouncer stage and take action into the brain.
.3D printing is a new type of technology, and at the moment it is an expensive technology. People will have the impression that, of course, to access that technology requires a certain type of resources that we're not going to have in certain regions and in certain places. And that creates that kind of idea of inequality. But of course, as all technologies, the technology has a tendency to evolve, and as it evolves, hopefully it's going to become a little bit more accessible.
3D bioprinting is a safe, ethical, and revolutionary next step in drug testing, with the potential to bring effective treatments to market fast. VoxCell BioInnovation is on a mission to transform cancer research and treatment through innovative technology. With a growing demand for non-animal testing, VoxCell is on the forefront of this evolution with their cancer tissue models, created in their proprietary 3D bioprinter.
The motivation for me to start VoxCell was a personal story. My mom struggled with cancer throughout her lifetime, and I was able to experience that. So my goal was there has to be something that I can do about that. So seeing how cancer patients are still waiting for the therapies, and a lot of the therapies are not hitting the market soon enough, and that was the driving force for me to start this company together with amazing people that did this with me.
VoxCell BioInnovation creates tissue models for laboratories worldwide, empowering pharmaceutical companies, biotech firms, contract research organizations, and academic institutions to better perform drug screenings.
VoxCell's goal is to create a platform that can be used to more effectively screen these drugs in a human-like tissue environment, while getting potential life-saving drugs to the market faster and at a reduced cost.
The way that I see the future of bioprinting evolving is by being more interdisciplinary. So different types of technologies, different types of 3D bioprinting technologies working together. So bioprinting technologies that are focused on high resolution, such as VoxCell, working together with technologies that can create larger tissues or organs. So the goal here, what I see the field evolving, is really that merger of different technologies and different backgrounds, creating a pretty interdisciplinary field.
For more information, visit voxcellbio.com.